Hey guys, I am headed to pick up my medicine from the pharmacy, and then I may go get my truck washed. I don't know. But anyway, what's up? It's freezing. It is January 11th, I think. It's Sunday. Just wanted to do a little truck chat with y'all. So I actually do have something really good that I want to discuss. Well, it's not exactly good. It's kind of bad, actually. It's resulting from me and my behavior. So I have no one else to blame for this but myself, and we'll just leave it at that. So, as you may or may not know, I gotta turn my heater on, my steering wheel heater. It's cold, y'all, super cold. Anyway, as you may or may not know, I have been on a mostly carnivore diet for let's see, how long has it been now? I started May 5th, about 8 months. We'll call it that. It's been 90% good. Okay, it's been 90% good changes, good feelings, good. You know, my joint pain's gone. I have a whole video about all of the symptoms that are gone. If you want to go watch that, I'll try to link to it at the end. But I have been at a weight loss stall, and this has not been perfect 100% carnivore, okay? There have been some vegetables. There have been some incidents with some vegetables, okay? There have been some berries in there. Like, I still consider myself carnivore. And at a couple points in my journey, I was thinking, oh, let's transition to ketovore, or let's transition to keto even. I don't think I ever got past ketovore because there would be a lot of things that just didn't go well. You know, you start eating these vegetables and they give you gas and not pleasant. Some of them would give me a bellyache. Some of them were totally fine. Green beans seem to be totally fine with me. So, anyway, I'm going to get to driving and we'll talk more. But I say all of this to say, I've been sabotaging myself like big time sabotaging myself. Big time sabotage. We're talking like record-breaking sabotage. And let me tell you how. Y'all know that Starbucks cup I keep on me at all times. This one or any of the other 30 Starbucks cups that I keep on me. I'm always thirsty. Okay? I've been that way. That is one thing that carnivore has not completely taken care of for me. It has helped, but it has not completely taken care of. I'm still thirsty a lot. I also have the habit of just reaching for that cup. I reach for that cup whenever I'm nervous. I reach for that cup whenever I'm bored. I reach for that cup any old time. But you all don't know what's in the cup. No, it's not alcohol. I'm pretty much not a drinker ever. And that was even before carnivore. Don't really enjoy. I like to be at myself. You know, I like to be able to make decisions and get in the truck at a moment's notice, and you just can't do that when you're drinking. So while I used to enjoy the feeling, it's just not working for me. So Y'all didn't know what was in the cup. It was Crystal Light grape energy to be exact. I quit drinking sodas about 4 years ago or more, maybe 5. I don't know exactly, maybe more. And after I quit drinking sodas, I thought, what could I drink? How about Crystal Light? That would be a great idea because it doesn't have any calories, right? It can't hurt you. It's harmless little Crystal Light. Y'all, what were you thinking, girl? You've got to look at the ingredients. You've got to examine these ingredients under a microscope. They may say that they don't contain sugar, but Crystal Light contains maltodextrin. You know what maltodextrin is? Okay. It's a sugar substitute. You know what the Dex stands for? Yeah. Sugar. It's a sugar substitute that raises your blood sugar and your insulin. What are we doing here? If I wanted something to raise my blood sugar, I would eat sugar. I would drink sugar. If I'm consuming an artificial sweetener, I'm thinking it's harmless. I am wrong. I'm very wrong. So, to make a long story short, I should have got a CGM, continuous glucose monitor, a long time ago because I think that would have helped me out tremendously. And I am ordering one of those. I did get on today to Dr. Boss's site and I signed up so that I can get one. But I had no clue. I was waking up in the morning and I've got I have the Keto Mojo, and I was waking up in the morning, I was testing my sugar, okay, and I was testing my ketones, and I was wondering, like, why I'm carnivore, like, I mean, there was times when I was fairly strict carnivore, like, most of the time, over the last 8 months, actually. I'm like, I'm carnivore. Why is my fasting glucose would be under 100. It would be, 90s, 80s, whatever. But my ketones weren't where I thought they should have been. My ketones were always low. And I'm talking like 0.2, 0.3. It made no sense. But I was still feeling great. So, I mean, I didn't do this for weight loss. Yes, I need to lose weight. Yes, absolutely, I need to lose weight. 100%. I probably have, 40 pounds at least that I could lose, right? I'd be happy with 30. I mean, I might even be happy with 20. As a grown woman, my body's going to look different. I don't know. Anyway, so I tested my sugar this morning. Y'all, the reason why I did this was because I've been having a lot of like hot flash type symptoms, and I've been having, and I'm like, am I going into menopause? Am I, I've been losing a little bit of hair. I'm like, am I hypothyroid? What is going on? So this morning I woke up and I had such severe anxiety last night. It was very strange. Very out of the blue. And so I tested my blood sugar this morning. The only thing I had not had any food. The only thing I had was my Crystal Light Energy and just a few drinks of that, like nothing major. blood sugar was 119. I mean, almost fasting, I guess. With my fasting plus Crystal Light blood sugar was 119. I'm like, this is raising my blood glucose. It has to be. So I started Googling. I've never wanted to Google this stuff before because I didn't want to know. Y'all, I didn't want to know. I didn't want to get rid of my Crystal Light. That was like my pacifier, you know? It's like, I can't have anything else sweet. Ooh, this is sweet. Oh, let me just drink this for a while. It's going to be really good. Live and learn. You just keep growing more every day. And my mind's been continually blown the entire time I've been on this diet, or this way of life, carnivore way of life. I so wanted to just use it as an elimination diet. I so just wanted to get rid of my candida. I did get rid of my candida, and I'm so happy about that. But I'm discovering more and more that this is looking like it needs to be my way of life. I mean, you know, call it carnivore, call it occasional ketovore, call it whatever you want. I don't need a label. All I need to know is, like Dr. Berry says, I'm on the proper human diet. And how I know that is my body is showing me that. My body is clearly telling me that this is what it wants me to do. And now my mind has had to intervene and say, okay, if you want true change, then you're going to have to make true change. You're going to have to give up that thing that you're addicted to. And that is the Crystal Light. Gosh, I mean, just thinking about it, it's like my security blanket. I don't want to give it up, y'all. I really don't. And I mean, I haven't really even told y'all about it because, like, an addict doesn't go around telling people about their drug. And I knew, like, back in the back of my mind, I knew. I mean, I'm not dumb. I knew there was a possibility it was affecting my sugar and my insulin. And I didn't want to acknowledge that. Because why would I? That would just mean that I can't have it anymore. Anyway. Y'all. Growing into an adult is painful. It's so painful. My little brat in the back of my mind is still there and wants me to do what it wants me to do. And that's to drink the Crystal Light. But we're going to have to tell that little brat no. She can't have her way. She can't. She can't have her way. She's got to behave. She's got to get on board with the rest of us because we're trying to improve our health. So, to transition today, I filled my cup up with the good ice, the good nugget ice, because I'm a brat, and I filled it up with water. And then I took a drink and I was like, it's not bad, but it doesn't have that little, that little something, something. So I put some lemon juice in it. And it's good, y'all. It's good. It almost tastes like Crystal Light lemonade. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm such a brat. But I'm trying. Every day I'm trying to be better. So, anyway, in other news, my husband is trying low carb right now. Mostly, like, I feel like he's leaned towards keto this entire time mostly just because he doesn't eat much and he's eating a lot of eggs. So, I mean, it's pretty good. I'm curious how he's gonna feel and what type of results he will have as far as, like, he doesn't need to lose weight or anything. But like Dr. Berry says, this is, the proper human diet is not a weight loss diet. It's a weight optimization diet. So I'm hoping he does well. And, part of me, it's really strange because, like, I feel, he's a full grown man, but I feel like obligated to make sure that he has stuff to eat, and it's hard. I mean, it's hard enough for me to find things for myself to eat, but then, and he's just not a big, like, oh, let's talk about this kind of, he's a man. I mean, they're not real chatty like we are. So it's weird. I'm like, I keep wanting to tell him, never mind, just go back to eat what you were eating, because I feel guilty. Like, I feel like he's not being nourished. It's so silly. Okay, I'm back. I got my medicine, my last medication, and I've been doing every other day on it for a while, and I need to just quit. I've actually quit it before, but yeah, so I need to just quit and be done with it. But I wanted to pick it up one more time so that I'm not super rushed in my tapering. So anyway, so yeah, so my husband is trying this. He's trying it for me. He said, I love you because I'm trying this. You can't ever say I don't love you. Because I'm trying this diet that he clearly did not want to do. And I do worry a little bit about him doing it, and then with me doing carnivore, because he's not a big meat eater. Like, he's somebody who, he probably could have gone vegetarian. He loves his veggies. He likes pasta and stuff like that. He's just not a huge meat eater. And so that's got me feeling a little bit guilty and a little bit like responsible, I guess it's the nurse in me. I just want to, I'm always trying to provide care for people, I'm just wanting to make sure he's all right, make sure that he takes care of himself and whatnot. We'll see how it goes, but it feels a little bit like I'm on trial, like, is the stuff that you've been preaching about legit, kind of thing, even though I know it is, and I know that it would help him in so many ways, all the aches and pains that you get, that you just think is part of getting older. It's not that. It's not that, y'all. It's inflammation. And I want to share something else with you guys too. No, I don't. Do I? Speaking of inflammation, speaking of things getting better, how in the world, how could this make No, I'm not going there. Anyway, another update. I've been slowly working, and emphasis on slowly, working through my Primal health coach program. And it's pretty intensive, you know. Even there's a lot of the stuff that I know just from being a nurse, but it's still pretty packed with info. So I'm trying to carefully go through it and study it, because eventually I want to be able to not only help myself but help others. I need to make sure I get all the info. I don't want to give anybody else bad information. I want it to be not only based in science, but I want it to be based in me trying it on myself and doing the little experiments on myself, and, you know, knowing for sure that it works. I don't ever want to tell anyone to do something that I haven't done. You know, you only know the true ins and outs of something and the tips and tricks if you've done it yourself. So that's where I want to come from. So anyway, in conclusion, I will be probably pretty miserable for the next few days at least, while I just totally pushed Crystal Light out of my life forever. Feels like a breakup. And also, I think the anxiety last night was caused from too much coffee, which is really bizarre, because I've never had any kind of problems whatsoever with drinking caffeine, like just all the time, just anytime, all the time. So we're gonna have to try some stuff. We're gonna have to make some changes. And I'm also gonna put a picture of me in 2017 when I was on the SAD diet versus a picture of me now at the end of this video for your viewing pleasure. Anyway, I'm almost home, guys. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.